My name is Andrew Watson. You won't really see much of me in this course because most of it is going to be done by Gloria and I think Siona, right?
That is correct, Andrew.
But I'm just doing the induction because I don't think Gloria's ever done this before, so she just wants to get a bit of an idea of how to do it. I've been living in Mexico for about 26 years now. I'm a Mexican citizen and I've got a wife and a Mexican son here. And in that time, I've mostly worked as I've worked as a teacher, examiner, teacher trainer, academic coordinator. So what about you? Do you have any experience as teachers at all? Jose, just to get an idea of your experience.
So yeah, currently I'm working as a teacher at a middle school. It is called Colegio Oakland. And so my previous job was as an elementary school teacher for kind of 3 years. And yeah, that's been my experience. I have a kind of 5 years of experience teaching.
Great. I mean, it's not essential for you to have experience on this course, but it helps to give you some idea of what we're talking about. Deanna, what about you? Do you have any experience as a teacher at all?
No, I don't. I don't have any experience right now.
Oh, that's okay. What are you doing at the moment? Are you a student or are you working?
Right now I'm just a student. Actually just about to finish college maybe next year on summer. And I will try to pursue like a teacher career.
And what are you studying in college right now?
Right now I'm in business administration.
Okay. And Lily, welcome, Lily. Just joining us.
Hello.
What about you? Do you have any experience as a teacher at all?
No, I don't have experience.
What are you doing at the moment? Are you working or are you a student?
I'm only studying.
What are you studying?
Well, right now I'm only taking this course, but it's the only thing I'm doing.
Okay. Keep you busy. Karen, what's about you? Are you a student? Are you working? Are you a teacher? Hello, Karen.
Who were you asking, Andrew?
Karen.
Karen, okay.
Yes, I'm here. Let me see. I have a problem here. I'm a teacher. I'm a high school teacher, and I'm here to learn more and because I want to improve in every kind of the things I doing with my students. I want to be better.
What type of high school do you teach in?
They are between 14, 15, and 16 years. And I also work in a secondary school, and they are between 13 and 15 years old.
Good. Right. So a very varied group, aren't we? Right. Now,
yes.
Well, we're going to do some getting to know you activities later so that we can create a bit of rapport in the group. But first, I think we'll go through some aspects of administration so that you get some idea of how the course is structured. I think we should maybe start with a quiz about the course. But to do this, you're going to need some resources. So I'm going to send you into the chat box here. God, I hate this one now. Oh, I can't send things through the chat. How annoying. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to close down because there are things I need to send. Oh. Do I need actually to send a handout through the chat? No, I don't actually need to. I don't need to. So, can we get out the what's it called? The timetable. Okay, I'm just going to close this whiteboard for a second. But you can see on the whiteboard, this is what we're going to be doing today. We'll have a break between 11 to maybe 11:30. Should be enough. So we're going to start with looking at the timetable. We'll look at then the platform where you'll be submitting work and doing activities, and a quick look at the material you'll be doing online, some ideas about the written assignments, how to do the teaching practice, what the grades, how we'll grade the teaching practice and writing assignments. Important information about meeting deadlines. Then we're going to look at the difference between icebreakers, lead-ins, and warm-ups, and this issue of context setting in the classroom. Now, here is our timetable, which you got in the email, right? Please check your email from Carmen if you don't have this. Download it to your computer. Okay. And you're also going to need, for this quiz, you're going to need the handbook. So I have the handbook ready as well. Here's the handbook. Okay, because this gives information about the course.
Is it this one, right? I think.
Can you? It's a bit.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's
Oh yes, that's
this
it.
one.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the handbook.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. So.
Yeah. So can you give me the thumbs up, guys, to confirm that you have both of those to hand? Lily, Gloria, Karen, what about you? Do you have it?
Yes, I have the material.
Yes, I
Okay,
have
do you
it
have
too.
both?
I have it too.
Okay. All right. So this is the quiz that you're going to do, and you're going to work on this in pairs. Okay. And there are two parts to it. There's the course content. For this, you'll need the handbook. And then the second is the timetable. So you need the timetable for that part. Okay. And you can see there are 7 or 8 questions. I'm going to give you about 15 minutes to work on this in pairs in breakout rooms. Okay. Try and answer as many questions as you can. I will come and visit you in the breakout rooms to assist. It's a good idea if you can share your screen as you do. One of you could share your screen so the other person can see what's being written. All right. Now, going to send a link to Jose and Liliana. There you go. And I'll include Gloria in this as well, so she can help them out. And I will help with Diana and Karen. Diana and Karen, you've got a different link.
Okay.
I think it's the language on these questions is understandable. I don't think I need to clarify anything, do I? By the way, if I do speak Spanish, so if you have a question that you have trouble formulating in English, you can ask me in Spanish as well. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Let's open the breakout rooms. Jose and Lily and Gloria. Diana. Oh, we've got Maria Fernanda. Welcome, Maria Fernanda. Don't have you on the list. Have you? Okay, so welcome, Maria Fernanda. I'll put you in this room with Diana and Karen. So let's begin. 15 minutes. Come and check on your progress. Let's begin. ¿Cómo van?
Mm,
¿Atoraron con unas preguntas?
Más o estuvimos buscando, pero ya yo pasé a la segunda parte. Estoy tratando de contestar la número
Check.
1.
Yeah, a few gaps. I think probably you need a bit more time.
Yes.
Yeah.
maybe
If
some
you-
more minutes.
Guys, if you can't find the information about course content, just go to do the timetable section, yeah? Because that's easier. Some of the
Yes.
questions are easier to find, yeah? The information is easier to find. So how about I give you about 5 more minutes? Yeah.
Yes, it's good. Thank you.
To try and work on the timetable section in particular, yeah? Because
Yes,
that's
thank
probably
you.
most important actually, for right now.
Teacher
So
practice.
5 more minutes, return please to the breakout rooms.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay.
La verdad no.
Hi, Deanna. Can you please join the breakout room?
Oh, yes.
Don't worry if you have some gaps in your quiz. I'm going to try and clarify those now. So here are the answers. You can just add in any missing information. So 3 written assignments. The first one is language analysis, helping you to analyze grammar and vocabulary. That's the wrong. Too many windows open. What is this? So there are 3. First one is language analysis. The second is how to adapt or supplement coursebook materials, your libro de texto that you use. How can you adapt or add materials to it? And the third one is like a reflection on the teaching practice of the course. And that comes right at the end. It's called Lessons from the Classroom. TP means teaching practice. How many are there? 4. How many demonstration lessons do you have to observe? It's about 3 hours. How many tutors are there? 3. Andrew, Gloria, and Siona. Course finish, March 15th. Young Learners course finishes May 17th, about 2 months later. When do you take the TKT test? Well, it would be May, probably. March or May. But it requires us to actually book you on the course, register you for the test. Right. Now, timetable. What is scheduled from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the first 10 weeks? Well, input sessions. Yeah, it's a bit more, it's the theoretical part, I would say. The practical part is from January the 18th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's the teaching practice. Most of you identified that the break is about 20 to 30 minutes long. Right after the teaching practice, there's feedback and guided lesson planning. Guided lesson planning is the tutor helping you to plan your next lesson. Do you teach every week? No. Once every 2 weeks. When do you have to hand in your assignments? What are the deadlines? For the language analysis, the first draft has to be done and handed in on December the 7th. The tutor gives you some feedback. And if you have to make any changes, then on January the 11th, you hand in your final draft. Draft is like borrador, right? So you've got a first draft and a second draft. evaluation of teaching materials is February the 8th, and the final assignment is due on March the 15th. Now, what information do you find under notes? Those are the asynchronous components, and also information about written assignments. So, any questions so far?
Maybe no.
All right. So, what are these asynchronous assignments and how do you find them? Well, looking at the timetable. Okay. So the first one is going to be describing language and skills. All right. And the idea is that after the live session, you do the asynchronous. Yeah. And that would be on the platform. Right? Platform are called Neo. But it's important that you actually do these before the next live session, because it sort of prepares you, yeah? So everything needs to be kind of done before the next live session comes along. And the timetable for the asynchronous material is here, also on the timetable. So please do this material in sequence, because it will help you with the live sessions. Now, we need to look at the platform, don't we? So let's have a look at the platform. It's October 2024. Okay. Now, the first thing is to check that people are registered. So let's see who's accepted. Oh, good. Everyone has received their invitation and signed in. That's great. And everybody is active. So we can have a look at the introduction to the course. Okay, so this is your first activity, introduction to the course. Please do this when you have time. Now, Try to do the material in sequence. It's possible the second one you possibly won't see that. Can you see number 2? When you go in to the Neo platform?
Yes,
What do you
I
mean
do.
number 2, Andrew?
Yeah?
What do you mean number 2?
Number 2 was
Fine.
describing language and skills.
Oh.
Can you see that yet?
Yes.
Oh, you can. Okay. Can you click on? Is it available? Can you start working on it?
Yes.
Okay,
First, it is
so
a video
yeah.
which is called Part 4, Forms,
Ah.
Functions of Language.
Okay. Well, that's good. So they've enabled you to work on that. Because sometimes they can be a bit picky about the times that you do it. So good. What else is important to know about this platform? Well, I would say the resources section is useful as well. The main thing is to work through the materials in sequence, but also this is where you can maybe see videos of past sessions. Okay, this is from a different course, but we put all our recordings from the sessions here. So if necessary, you can go back and review them. Yeah. Maybe there's something you didn't understand. You need to review it. Yeah. And obviously, right now in your course, there's not much in terms of the resources. So it's very sensitive. Uh-huh. No. So apart from resources, what else is useful? Well, this is the place where you upload your assignments as well. Where it says written assignments, this is where you can find the instructions for the assignments and where you upload them. All the material, anything that you submit has to be through this platform. It's just we need to keep it all in one place. Any lesson plans that you submit needs to be through the platform. Okay. Good. Any questions about the Neo platform? Did you have any problems signing in?
No, I didn't. I could do it.
It's a good idea to bookmark the link. Yeah. And It's possible to sign in with Google. If you have a Google email. But if not, the best way I think is admin.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
I tried with Google, but I couldn't do it. So I with admin, and that was the best way to do it.
Good.
Teacher, and I have a question. What
Yeah.
are we going to do in the teaching practice? I have a doubt about it. Are we
Well,
going to give classes and record ourselves, or?
We'll talk about that in a minute, but are there any
Okay.
more questions about the platform and how it works
Okay.
first before we talk about that?
Okay. I
Anybody?
don't have any questions. I don't
Everything
think
was-
so.
Everything was
Maybe.
clear.
I'm sorry? Jose, you said
No,
something?
I was just saying that everything was clear.
All right. Okay, so we talked about the written assignments, we talked about their deadlines. So I guess let's just have a quick overview of the course structure. And so the course features, it's about 19 sessions. And the idea is that we cover all the material, the content, the terminology, and so on of TKT. Right? Modules 1 to 3. In addition, the purpose of this course is to give you practice teaching, right? Why is that important? Well, although the TKT exams are not necessarily for teachers for people who are practicing teachers, actually teaching lessons helps you to understand some of the concepts and terminology that you will be learning on the TKT theoretical part. Yeah. So you can't really separate the theoretical from the practical. We've got to put them together. So that's why we have what we call teaching practices. Right? And the portfolio comprises of the practice, which is about 50%, and the 3 written assignments, 50%, right? So based on these two items is what we give, how you gain your certificate at the end of this, right? So you need to have passed at least 3 teaching practices out of 4, and you should submit 3 written assignments, of which 2 have to be of pass standard. Okay. And with that, then you get your certificate for the IH certificate. That's from International House, right? Apart from that, you're going to take the TKT after the course is finished, right? But this course prepares you to take the TKT. Now, what goes into your portfolio? A portfolio is a collection of work, right? And we keep it on the platform. By the end of the course, you'll have gathered your reflections on teaching and learning issues we will discuss during sessions. You'll observe your peers teaching. You'll receive feedback from your tutors after your teaching practicals. And after each teaching practice, you'll write a short reflection about what was good about your lesson, what could be improved. Okay, so someone had a question about teaching practice. Who was it? Who was it? Karen, or was it Diana or Lily or Maria Fernanda? What was the question about teaching practice? Now that we're talking about it.
I did a question about the teaching practice.
Okay, what's your question?
The question was some minutes ago, what are we going to do in the teaching practice? But I think you have answered my question.
Okay, well, the first thing we do is prepare you for the teaching practice, right? By giving you some notes, right? And we also give you some access to some course books in formato PDF, right? So the course book is in PDF form, and it comes with audios. And so teaching practice 1, for example, we say use the presentation practice production lesson framework, right? It's like a kind of a recipe for a lesson. Yeah, use that broad framework, and you need to teach a lesson about the possessive S, right?
Okay.
Yeah, or it could be
Family members,
it could be,
vocabulary.
yeah, it could be family members in terms of vocabulary. In terms of grammar, it could be determiners, this and that.
It's possessive.
Yeah. So teaching practice gives you the opportunity to actually teach in front of live students. Yeah. And that's the great thing about this course, because it combines the theoretical elements of TKT
And the
with some
practice.
practice. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. So how do we evaluate your lessons? Well, if we look at the trainee handbook, there's more information about the teaching practice. Each lesson must have a minimum length of 20 minutes, but maximum 40. You receive written feedback, and you will be given one of 3 grades. The most common is satisfactory at standard, but it could be above standard. You're doing really well, or could be a little below standard. Right? And you get some written feedback from the tutor, but you also get a chance to talk about what was good and what could be improved about your lesson. Okay. Any queries? can we move on to talk about TKT?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I guess,
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess that's what most of you are interested in, right? Is like getting your TKT certification.
Yes.
Yeah. And let's face it, I mean, that is the main purpose of this course, isn't it? Huh? So I think it would be a nice idea to do a quick quiz on TKT. Let me share with you some through the chat some links which you'll find very useful. There's the Cambridge English link there. So please click on that. Okay, this quiz is everything, the main information you'll need to know about TKT. Okay, so you could maybe have this open in a separate window as you do the Kahoot quiz. And another really useful resource is the glossary. Right, because that's where a lot of the terminology, it's like a dictionary of terms. So if you need to know what a concept checking question is, you go and look in that, in the glossary. Super useful. It's a good idea to print it off and you can like make little tests for yourself with it. So
There
most
is
of the
too much
questions are,
information to read.
yeah, there's too much information,
There's
isn't
too
there?
much,
So
yes.
that's why it takes several months really to absorb it. Yeah.
Many years, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm.
But maybe you could make little cards. Maybe, little flashcards with on one side you've got the word like closed question, and on the other the definition. That can easily be done if you print it off and just and cut up the parts of the
Yes,
glossary.
they're just 57 pages.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the only expense is the printing off of the glossary. Right.
Mhm.
All right, should we begin this quiz?
Yes.
All right.
Then are you going to send us a link?
Yeah.
Go through,
But you're going to need your telephones,
the cell phone.
yeah, or a tablet for this.
Mm-hmm.
There we are. Let's start.
Bing.
So you've got to go to www.kahoot.it and
Okay.
then input this pin.
Kahoot. Okay. I haven't played this for many months,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna try to remember how to play it. Pink. I can see here my cell phone. ¿Te has unido? ¿Ves tu nombre en la pantalla? And then, okay.
That's it. I think we're all in, aren't we? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, let's begin, shall we?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of trouble.
Oh, you
I'm
are?
having
Okay, it'll
on here. Okay, perfect. So I have
so does it require prior teaching experience?
but
Jose, you can still join if you follow the pin at the bottom there, you see?
okay.
The bottom of the screen.
It demands prior teaching experience in order to see how the model is forward. I think that is.
Indeed, it's false.
Okay.
Well done, Lily. You're in
I didn't answer.
the lead. TKT encompasses aspects related to primary, secondary, and adult students. I mean, it includes a wide range of material and topics. Yeah, the answer is true. So it's not just for adults. Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's its strength because it covers so many aspects.
Mhm.
Next. True or false? You can have TKT modules 1, 2, and 3 on a computer-based version. Yeah, the answer is false, I believe. Yeah. I don't think it's changed. Yeah, I still, as far as I know, there is not a computer version. So it has to be paper.
Ah,
I think in the webinar that we saw on the platform yesterday, the two women mentioned that there was a computer-based version.
Right.
The thing that they mentioned it was that there was not you cannot do it at home. You have to go to a
Right.
center or something.
Okay.
But
Right.
yeah.
Well, whether it's available in Mexico, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Not
Perfect.
sure
so
if
the question
IH
is
gives
about the
it.
exam. The question
Yeah,
is
the exam.
about the
Yeah.
exam.
Is the exam available
Okay.
to do?
How do you say presencial in English? It is face to face.
Face to face, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
for example, a face to face class like that.
Well,
Okay.
the computer version would be sort of face to face, but it would the distinction is paper based versus computer based. So I think that when you do it, it would probably be still paper based.
Paper based.
Yeah. So I'm in the lead.
Mhm.
What's TKT module 1 about?
I think it's the blue one. Not sure.
Yes, it is. It's language and background to language teaching and learning. Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you know about your learners? And also things like grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation. Right. So that's the language part.
Background, it is like a context, the environment.
Yeah, for example, what are your learners' preferences regarding learning styles, right? Are they more oriented towards the visual? Are they more kinesthetic? Yeah.
Like
do they prefer
learning
auditory?
styles.
Yeah, do they prefer auditory activities?
Okay, thank you.
So that's module 1,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also about language. So you also cover things like, as I said, pronunciation and but also skills like reading, writing,
Mm-hmm.
listening, speaking. Lily soaring into the lead.
Mm-hmm.
What is TKT module 2 about? Yeah, so this is lesson planning and use of resources for language teaching. All right, so it's all about how to plan a lesson. What are the different parts of a lesson plan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What materials can we use? Course books, supplementary materials. All right. And also this links into the assignments you'll be doing, like evaluation of teaching materials. So that will help you with module 2, hopefully. Lily's in the lead. Module 3. Yeah. So this is managing the teaching and learning process. This is going to be areas such as teacher language, how we scaffold or help students in the classroom with our language and the different tools that we have to help their understanding. It's also about the student's language.
Mm-hmm.
It's also about assessment, how we test learners. What are the different types of tests there are? Informal testing or an assessment, the more formal types. So this is about monitoring students' learning. Lily, well in the lead.
Who keeps the place?
Now, this is about the questions on the test. How many questions are there?
Mm.
And the answer is 80, quite a lot. Yeah. Good one, Diana. True or false?
Mm-hmm.
There is a glossary to help students get acquainted with its terminology. Yeah, true. Each module must be finished within a 90-minute time limit. Yeah, the answer is false.
False.
Yeah. What is the time limit?
I don't know. Does it have a time limit?
Yes.
Yes.
Have a look in the, can you have a look on the website? Does it tell you that information? Where is it?
Mm.
Here we are.
Mhm.
Says all of the TKT modules are taken on paper and consist of 80 questions per module. You will have 80 minutes to take each module, and each question is worth 1 mark.
Is it okay, 80 minutes for 80 questions?
80 minutes for 80 questions.
Yes.
Yeah. So imagine you've just got 1 minute for each
1
question.
minute, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you also need to transfer your answers to the answer sheet in that time.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Oh, we have a winner. That's me,
Yeah.
Lily.
Mhm.
Well done, Deanna.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Mhm.
So just summary about TKT. It focuses on the key teaching knowledge needed by teachers of primary, secondary, and adult learners.
Mhm.
The tests will increase your confidence as a teacher and help you progress in your teaching career. The material will help you to understand the different methodologies for teaching, the language used in teaching, how resources can be used, key issues in lesson planning, and classroom management methods.
Mhm.
Still don't think this is accurate, though. I think it's, as you can see from the website, it just says paper-based tests. Yeah.
Yes.
The 3 modules can be taken together in 1 exam session. Imagine doing, it would be a marathon, wouldn't it, to take it in 1 session? But, or you could do them separately in any order over 3 sessions.
Mhm.
You can also ask for other specialist modules like TKT Practical or Young Learner. There's a Young Learner version of TKT. And I think there's still a little version of TKT, which is about content learning. Each of the 3 modules has 80 objective questions. That means that, well, there's only one answer, one correct answer, right? There's no interpretation. It's either correct or not. It lasts 80 minutes. You have to mark the answers on an answer sheet processed by a computer. No listening, speaking, or extended writing. Yeah, it's multiple choice. And that's it.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Have we covered important aspects of administration? Before we move on to icebreakers, lead-ins, and warm-ups, any remaining questions you have about how the course is administered.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
No.
Right. Let's proceed then to some content. And we'll be working on icebreakers, warmers, lead-ins.
Andrew?
Yeah,
Hi, can I interrupt for a minute? Because if you
Sure.
guys
Sure.
are going to start the topic already,
yeah,
I think I'm gonna move on and go, all right?
no problem.
I just, well, guys, I wanted to say hi. My name is Gloria. I will be working with you as well through the course, together with Andrew and another tutor. Sean, is that her name?
Yeah,
Right?
yes. She's from Colombia.
She's from Colombia, that's
Yeah.
right. And so I'm gonna type my email just in case you guys need any help or any questions. Still, I'll be seeing you next class. You're gonna be with me through the whole module next class. All right?
Okay.
So do you guys have any questions for me before I go?
Mm. Mm. No,
Not yet.
maybe
Diana?
in the future.
Maybe in the future.
Maybe.
Yes, Karen, definitely. I am sure of that. Okay, for now, continue enjoying your class with Andrew, guys. It was nice meeting you and a pleasure to be here. So I will see you next Saturday, okay? My
Yes.
email is there and we'll be seeing a lot of each other in the following few months. Isn't that right, Andrew?
That's right. Perfect.
Thank you very much. See you guys next week. Thank
Yeah.
you, Andrew.
Yes.
Bye-bye, Gloria.
Have a great class.
Thank you. very
Thank
much.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, so for this, you're going to need your trainee handbook. This is the first use of the trainee handbook, and we're going to be looking at Unit 3. Here the topic is establishing rapport. Could you just make sure that you can open your handbook? And it's, in my version, it's page 27. Your version might be a bit different, but yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's sometimes easier just to find the unit. So it's Unit 3. Yeah. Okay.
27. It says 3 establishing rapport, icebreakers, warm-ups, and lead-ins.
Yeah.
It is on page 27.
Yeah. Can you just confirm you got this open with a thumbs up? Dedo Grande. Thank you. Okay, so what is going to happen now is that you're going to participate as if you were students in some activities, right? To learn how to do them. Right? And as you go along, it's a good idea to note down the name of the activity and any notes that you about how I give the the activity, and any comments that I make about them. All right. Now, the first one is going to be, I think it's going to be find someone who. So, for this, we're going to use an online tool. All right. All right. Everyone is going to have access to this document. But you'll notice that people's names are at the top here. So this is Diana's. Diana, you're going to fill in with people's names, the second column. So the idea is that we're going to ask each other as many questions as you can in like 15 minutes, right? The purpose is to get to know each other. So we also need to like turn these into questions, right? So part of the purpose of this activity is to give students practice in formulating questions. So can you play the guitar? Okay. So Diana would ask, Jose, can you play the guitar?
No,
Yes.
I can't.
No, I can't. Okay, so they have to say yes. If they don't say yes, you just leave the name blank, yeah? Jose, did you watch TV last night?
Yes, I did. I watched a baseball game.
Okay, so Jose Manuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the idea is you try and get as many names on your find someone who grid as you can in the 15 minutes, right? I let's just check to see if there are any words or phrases that you don't understand. Who do you know where you will be 1 year from now? Some of the questions are a bit complicated, so you might want to write them down. You know where you will be 1 year from now. That's obviously about the future, isn't it? Do you like sports? Have you been in love more than 3 times? That's the present perfect. Talking about people's experiences. Did you want to be a teacher when you were young? Remember, you may have to change the pronouns when you were young.
Mm-hmm.
Can you speak? More than 3 languages? Do you love animals? What about this one? How would we formulate this question?
Lives the forest away from you.
How can we turn that into a question, guys?
Do you live or where do you live? or
Yeah, that could be a good one, an introductory question. Where do you live? And if they say, I don't live in Mexico City, then you would say, well, how far away
Mm. Mhm.
from Mexico City do you live? Huh?
how do
So,
we usually answer to this question? Is it in time or in distance?
for me, it implies distance.
Okay.
Yeah. But I guess you could answer it by saying, well, about 2 hours away.
Okay. Okay.
Both
Perfect.
would be acceptable, wouldn't they? All right. So we've got to find out out of all you people, who lives furthest away. So each person has their own table. All right. So Jose, this is yours. Karen, here's yours. And we're missing. Are we missing anyone? Maria Fernanda. How about that? It's a good idea, guys, if you can turn on your cameras now so that we can see each other.
I'm sorry, I can't do
You
it.
can't?
Maybe I have some trouble because when I entered to the room, I didn't change
Okay.
it. Maybe
All
that
right.
is the problem, and I was trying to do it, but I couldn't.
Okay, maybe after the break you can turn it on. Yeah,
Yes, maybe
you can,
yes,
yeah.
after the break. Yes,
Okay, so let's just check
I'm gonna
everyone has
try.
them. Diana, Jose, Karen, Martha, and Lily. Okay, great. So I'm going to share this link with you now.
I just have a question. For
Yeah.
the question 15, could the question be, have you lived far away from Mexico City?
No, it's like you want
Yeah.
to find out how far.
And how far away?
Yeah. So if they say, no, I live in Mexico City, well, that doesn't apply, does it? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, where do you live, Karen?
Me?
Yeah.
And I live in Costa Rica, in Veracruz.
Okay,
Mexico.
that's a pretty long way away, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So how far is that in terms of hours?
Mm,
If you come on the coach in el camión to Mexico City, how long does it take you?
it is about, it takes me 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
3 hours.
okay. So yeah. It's
Yeah.
possibly you then, right?
And where are you from? Where are you now?
I'm in Mexico City.
Okay, okay. So you're
Yeah.
not in Mexico City.
Okay. So please confirm that you've found your table.
Yes, I did.
Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to open the breakout rooms and I'm going to give you 15 minutes to answer as many of these questions as you can. All right.
Where can I find the questions?
Well, can you
Link.
please open the link?
Okay.
Look in the chat.
Okay, let me see. Mm,
In the chat, yeah?
yes, I have it.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I'm giving you in the breakout rooms, I'm giving you the power to move from room to room. Okay. This is called a mingling activity. Okay, it's like a mezcla. So the idea is that you go and speak to as many people as you can in the 15 minutes. So don't spend too much time with just one person. Imagine you're at a party, yeah, where there are lots of people, and you want to go and speak to many people. That's the idea. So not just one person. Now, instruction check. Do you write names on other people's tables, Diana? Do you write the names on tables belonging to other people? No, just yours, right? Yeah. Karen, how long do you have for this activity?
15 minutes. We have 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, let's start then. Beginning now.
Just another question. Do
Yeah.
we have to write the question under the sentence?
It can help. It's not necessary. It's optional.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's see how well we did this activity. Okay. All right. So, does anyone play the guitar? It appears not. Everyone watched TV last night. Has anyone visited more than 10 countries?
No.
No. Someone's taught English before. It's Fernanda. And Karen. Right. Fernanda and Karen. 5 phrasal verbs. That's Karen. What are those phrasal verbs, Karen?
I said get in, maybe turn on, and get out, or go away, and speak up, and another one. I don't remember the
All
other.
right, cool. Yes, good. Fernanda, what about
I
you?
said 5.
Go on. Fernanda also has 5 phrasal verbs. You can tell us. Maybe she's stepping away from the computer. Who's met a famous person? Well, Diana and Jose Manuel. Tell us, which famous person did you meet?
I met an actor from a
Who?
TV show. It was Drake Bell.
Oh, yes. And Jose?
So I told them that once I bought tickets for a concert and I won on these activities that the they did in the social media. So I won kind of a pass for a meet and greet, and I met the singer of the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, really? What's his name? Alex Turner.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's pretty famous, huh? Who knows where they will be from 1 year from now? That will be Liliana. What will you be doing, Liliana, in 1 year?
Well, one of my goals is to be teaching English. So that would be.
Good. Good. Who can say the English alphabet in under 10 seconds? No one?
No.
Who doesn't like sports? Lily and Deanna. Why not? Why don't you like sports?
I just don't follow any sport in particular, or neither I play any sport or practice right now.
Okay. Someone who has fallen in love 3 times. Looks like no one. We're not very romantic in this group. Oh, Fernanda. Okay. Congratulations.
I had problems writing. That is the reason. I had many mistakes.
That's all right. Who wanted to be a teacher when they were young? Also, Fernanda.
Yeah, I love to play with my dolls, and now it's a reality.
Good. Who can speak more than 3 languages? Let's have a look. That's like no one. Karen's married.
Yes, I'm married. And I have a daughter, 10 years old.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So just you and me are the married ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Karen loves animals. Tell us about your animals.
I love cats and dogs.
Great. And I loved cats and dogs as well. And Deanna is lives furthest away. Where do you live, Deanna?
I live in Sonora.
Oh, yes, that's pretty far away.
Pretty far.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go for our break, just quickly analyze this find someone who activity. Did you like it? Do you think it's useful for starting a course like this?
Of course,
I think
helps.
it is.
Yes, it helps to know each other.
Yeah, getting to know you. It's a getting to know you activity, isn't it? Sometimes call those GTKY activities, getting to know you activity. Yeah.
GT.
GTKY.
KY.
Getting to know you.
Getting to know you.
Uh,
I like it.
and it is useful. It can be time consuming though, can't it? It takes a lot of time to get through and give students a chance to ask all the questions. It can also be noisy when you're doing it face to face, right? Presencial.
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine with children as well, yeah?
Yeah.
All the noises, they ask the questions.
And sometimes maybe some of them don't practice the question or the vocabulary when we have many students, for example, 30 to 35 or 40 students, and that is something difficult.
Yeah, and then so they don't want to practice the questions. So
some
I
of
mean,
them,
yes.
yeah.
You can help a little.
you.
Sorry, you can help a little bit by helping them to formulate the questions before. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's worth considering. The different types of questions, like yes/no questions, the WH questions, like what do you do?
Okay.
Make them aware of the different questions.
Instead of phrases, the questions, right? The questions.
Yeah. You can get them to write a few examples on the board. You can adapt it for different ages and levels, changing the questions. Yeah. For more advanced students, encourage them to ask follow-up questions because that will extend their speaking. Yeah. You can also teach them simple responses if they're low level. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yeah. Okay, very good. Now, I think it's break time because we've been doing this for 2 hours. Let's take a 20-minute break. 20 minutes should be fine. We'll continue after the break. We may finish a little bit earlier today because we've advanced pretty well. So let's see if we can finish at 1-ish today. But we do need to look at some more getting to know you warm-up activities after the break. So return, please, at 11:22.
Okay, 11:22. Okay, so see you later.